Ginny and Georgia season 3 is absolutely horrible. The utmost intent on an unforgivable scale. It felt like literally it had a good concept, a better premise, but a better premise wasn't being executed. Let's get to the chase. Georgia is going to jail. It starts off immediately when we see Ginny's mom go to jail or do some time in an overly 50 facility. Definitely keep it up the storyline in season 1 and 2 of why Georgia Miller isn't dead. She's being haunted. And the same Filipino guy that's a private investigator that's annoying. Yeah, he's there and he sucks. Most of all in Ginny and Georgia, there's a lot of revelations happening if you keep up with the storyline, but not the actual impact of the content. I think Ginny and Georgia was at its highest when Ginny was going out with Hunter. It was even more interesting and a better twist that Ginny was going out with Sam's brother. And when she carried Austin on the bike at the end of season 1, it was monotonous because each and every one of those scenes are shitting on the concept of season 3. Not even Austin, the guy that's normally kicking ass, good in the season. That's the main reason that lately when he started, going at a tangent, was also partially violent in season 1. That was truly his own intention. Didn't feel that way, lately. It wasn't that impactful for the character. Anyways, as far as the season, besides Abby being more of a skateboarding complex, Ginny's dad is getting into it with another woman. In a 3-way for Georgia's trial. I felt like it was weak. I felt like it was incredibly weak for this season. That's just how it started off. Where it's taking us, it's not a good addition. In terms of idea, it's top notch. I mean, literally Georgia going to jail in the pain for her daughter. Now, one thing I like about, Ginny and Georgia is it keeps up the daily generation of disrespectful kids. And it's kind of advanced. The thing I don't like about, shows like Ginny and Georgia or much shows on Netflix that normally, mainstream media isn't that good. And one thing I don't like about Ginny is she isn't that fine. Due to still frames of why literally she's so retarded. She's such a genius even though she's ugly. She has a psychiatrist. I feel like you're really missing the point. Because it's lackluster in terms of detail, but the details spread evenly. So it's a good show because it has an up and down. It has every show today's problem. I know specifically what that is. I know what that is through and through. That's called non-organic. But it has some organic principles, like what that means. The show doesn't have that much detail. You can see through it. Still, every show is professionally done. And that's a big problem. And what makes things organic is multiple layers. Writing multiple layers of screen protection. Ways delivered really half-assed in a half-assed fashion. The only character I like, now for season 3 besides Austin, is Sam. And Sam is really getting up there. May has been portrayed by her friends, but literally she has a good social premise. One strong hell of a backbone. Her and her family always using sign language. That's why our country remains deaf and why Donald Trump is our president. Her president, by the way, I'm not saying anything. But Ginny's trial has to do something with murder. Murder wasn't just, their great hypey shit did when she was young. Back in the flashbacks, it's based primarily of a certain time period where the debt revolved around. What happened specifically was when she was still doing terror, may have had to kill someone on the way. Doctors were a new girl, that's what makes the season really uninteresting, but it keeps up for everything. And I don't like it so far lately. I think the ideas of what made it, climactic really with the road trip, Ginny's dad returning, Dan's birthday, all that shit was way better. Seems so far, including dialogue. Sorry I have hiccups and cramps. I really need to lay off the beef stew. Austin, come get your glass of lemonade. I feel like it was ultimately stupid. The best part about, Georgia having a trial, he's dumb as shit and blondes have more fun. In reality, it was Zion's dad that truly came true and bring a twist to season 3. Now, the reason why the 3rd season isn't impactful at the moment is because of State of America. I don't know if they had that, made prior. It really gets up and down, literally. Like, when they make JC more mature than Georgia, I feel like it's horseshit, literally. It's automatically horseshit because she looks like a peach and Georgia looks like a pineapple. And Sam's little brother going in and out, lowering his standards for his sex appeal, really got on my nerves. I mean, Hunter was the better candidate at that one.